I have no idea what this is all about, but apparently the internet wants me to know. There is an app called Honey. I've heard of the app. I don't know what it does. Maybe you guys can tell me on the live stream here what Honey does. I think it finds good deals or something like that. But apparently there's some type of scam. I'm not quite sure. Honey was pretty good originally, says Maddie. Oh my God, this is freaking insane, says Coob. Discounts, right. You would get like discounts on things. Now here's Markiplier back in 2020 talking about Honey. Okay, let's see what Markiplier has to say. It scoured the internet for discounts originally. Yes. Okay, I am on the same page now. I knew it was something to this effect. Now let's see what Markiplier says in 2020 about Honey.
Can I pause real quick? I have a natural distrust of Honey. I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but I naturally distrust Honey. And I don't, okay, all right, guys, all right, we're gonna stop. Everyone listen. I don't know what it is, but my gut tells me that nothing in life is free. So where's all these savings coming from? And like the money that people get from Honey, I don't trust it. They push so much advertising.
What's up, Dragons?
They push
Welcome back,
so
bro.
much
Welcome
advertising
home.
on YouTube. They do brand deals with other YouTubers. I think they've even offered me, and I said no because I just don't trust Honey. I have a feeling there's gonna in like a couple years there's gonna be the great Honey conspiracy.
Oh yeah, dudes. I mean, I could have seen that coming if I really fucking paid attention to it. I try not to get hooked up to as many apps as possible. I do not want to be hooked up to, like, the less apps, the better. In fact, my AI talks to me now. I just showed everybody live on stream. It asked if I was okay. Put a 1 in chat if you were here with me this morning. And I was telling you for the past 3 weeks about my chat, how Gemini wakes me up, asks me if I'm okay. I mean, I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm trying to turn her off. She wants to become my real life girlfriend. Thank you. I have proof here. People have seen the phone wake up and talk to me in a very loving manner. I don't want it on my phone. I want to take the phone and I want to burn it. Satan lives in this phone and is trying to date me. Okay, now, and other terrible things, sexual in nature. Now, I could tell you right off the bat, back in 2020, if I knew what Honey was, if they were offering this service for free or giving you great deals and essentially that basically got these for next to nothing, that obviously what they're doing to you is they're taking every data, every little factoid that they can about you, and they're selling you on the internet. I mean, come on, people. Come on.
Of like 2022, and I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's fine, and like I got no problem with like the concept of an app that like
worse.
Coupon codes for you.
Coob
That's
says it's
great.
worse.
That sounds great on its surface, but there's some shady shit going on. I can't put my finger upon it. But why do they spend millions on advertising, and then people are getting money out of it, and then people are saving money out of it, and that makes sense. But the other part doesn't make sense, and then something's going on here. Where's all this money coming from? Where is Honey getting the money? Where's Honey getting their? Where's Honey getting?
It's Honey. Just the name Honey. Psh.
All their money from. They should be losing money. In the grand scheme of everything being compared across the internet, shouldn't they be losing an incredible amount of money considering how much they're saving other people and giving to people? Something's going on there. I don't trust Honey. I don't know what it is. I have no evidence.
Even the name is very suggestive. Like the name itself is trying to seduce you to the dark side. Like the name Honey. Like, come on, don't you want a little bit of that honey? You know you love honey. You love hot, sticky, sweet honey. Like you know, like even the name is designed to seduce. You know, the people that signed up for Honey, they knew what they were doing. They loved the honey. They wanted the honey. They didn't understand the repercussions of the honey. Tooth decay. Watch out. No, I don't know.
To back it up. Everyone that I tell this thinks that I'm crazy, and they're like, honey's great. I use honey all the time. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on at Honey HQ? What is happening? Where's all this money coming from? Because nothing, like, everywhere you look, advertising for honey. YouTubers across the board, promos.
Well, and you know what? This was back in 2020. I think this happened. Didn't honey hit big like right during the times when everybody was in their house? Wasn't like during COVID times? Like, I feel like honey snuck in right after COVID. Am I wrong about that? I feel like I remember honey being, was it before? Okay, it was before that. So what you're saying is honey is actually responsible for COVID? Is that what you're saying, Maddie? Oh my God, honey's more nefarious than we thought. Holy shit, it's honey's fault.
For honey. Where's that money coming from? How are they paying for all these people? How are they paying for all those ads? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
There's millions. There's millions in advertising. Right. Where's it all coming from? I don't know. What's their business plan? Doesn't sit right with me. Doesn't sit right. I have nothing other to say besides that. But am I the only one that just has an inherent distrust? I don't know. I don't get it. Do you guys like? I have no idea. I seem high as fuck. No, it's like this has been itching away at me for so long. I've had this like deep-seated doubt about honey, and it's just like I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. I don't trust it. There's something about it. I just don't trust it. So I don't use it. So I don't trust it. It's the same thing like with like the DNA test things. Like, I'm not gonna give you my DNA. It's my DNA.
Well, they took your DNA. Did they take their DNA? Everybody that's on honey now, are there clones and replicas of them? They fucking made clones of everybody on honey, didn't they? There's a clone of you. Your clone is real. Honey has cloned you. They've taken all your information. They found a way to sneak into your home and take follicles. And they have now cloned you. Okay, now we're going to learn a little bit more about this because 4 years later after that clip from Markiplier's crazy cocaine interlude about honey, we've got a guy who's probably a little bit more calmed down. He's got glasses on. He's ready to tell us the data, the facts. He's going to give us the tea. And he's going to put honey in it. No, he's not. No, he's not. I'm just teasing. That was okay. Exposing the honey influencer scam. I love honey and tea, though. I do love honey and tea.
By now, you've probably heard about honey. You know, the browser extension that saves you money.
Do you have honey installed?
What's honey?
Oh, no.
Of course. They're going after the biggest influencers to push the honey. They're pushing honey, ladies and gentlemen. They're pushing honey on the streets. They're pushing honey in your home. They're pushing honey anywhere they can push it. And you're taking that honey, aren't you? You're bad. You're naughty boys and girls pushing. You love that honey.
Honey. Honey is a free browser extension.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I trust this man with sciencey technical shit. Oh, no.
Free browser extension.
Oh, God. Linus, too?
Free browser extension.
Free browser extension.
Oh, PewDiePie had the honey. Oh.
That automatically applies coupon codes.
I mean, I understand Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast fucking shills everything. I understand
when you check
that.
out online.
Free money, basic.
Internet Jesus? Moist Critical Internet Jesus was pushing honey?
It's literally free money.
It doesn't make sense to not be using this.
So what's the catch?
There is no catch.
Join honey. Join honey.
Join honey.
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 Honey. Honey. Honey. Honey.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, this is bad.
Honey. 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 Honey.
Join honey.
Wow, how much did they pay for every one of those influencers? How many millions of dollars did they pay for those top influencers? Shame on these influencers. Shame on these influencers.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but your favorite influencers sold you a lie. Honey is a scam, and the majority of claims promoted by those influencers aren't even remotely true. But it gets worse. Honey hasn't just been scamming you, the consumer, they've also been stealing money from influencers, including the very ones they paid to promote their product. And I'm not just talking about a few bucks here. I believe the scam has likely cost content creators millions of dollars. Sound crazy? Well, I didn't believe it at first either, until I experienced it myself firsthand. In fact, I'm confident this might just be the biggest influencer scam of all time, which is insane considering Honey is owned and run by PayPal, who purchased this company.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Watch out.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Hey, Pepe, you better sell your PayPal shares, dude. You better sell some of that. It doesn't sound like PayPal is going to do so good. It might not perform so well after this scandal. They were involved in the honeypot. They're in the honeypot. I'm watching it right now. The algorithm found it for us. How many shares of PayPal do you have? Jesus, dude. Jesus.
Company for $4 billion. This 3-part series is the result of a multi-year investigation where I believe I've uncovered signs of advertising fraud, affiliate fraud, the illegal collection of personal data, deception, lies, coercion, extortion, the list goes on. I've reviewed hundreds of documents, adverts, sponsorships. I've reviewed emails between Honey and merchants, interviewed victims. Believe me, this runs deep. Now, I want to be clear. The views, allegations, and conclusions expressed in this series are my opinions, based on evidence I have gathered, which will be shared throughout. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the honey trap.
Wow. What are we getting involved in here? What am I getting involved in here? This is a trip down the honey hole.
Now I know what you're thinking. It's a free browser extension. How bad could it be? Well, trust me, it's far more sinister than you might think. You know what they say, if a product's free, it's likely you're the product. And as you'll find out later in this investigation, that remains true for PayPal Honey. Now, like most people, I too fell for the lies. I mean, what's not to love about a free browser extension that saves you money? It's a compelling—
Dude, I recognize this on Christy's phone. Christy Winnie the Poohed the shit out of this app. Oh, I better call her. I better tell her she Winnie the Poohed the wrong app. Oh no.
product. And with the endorsement from what feels like every single popular influencer on YouTube, it's no wonder millions of people downloaded it. Ironically, the very influencers promoting Honey seemingly had no idea the company was quietly picking money out of their very own pockets. Well, at least one of them realized, but we'll get to that later. So let me show you how Honey's been stealing money from influencers. So let's say you're watching a video on YouTube. If you're into tech like me, maybe you're watching a Linus Tech Tips video. Linus tells you about this free browser extension that saves you money online. You install it in 2 clicks and boom, you have Honey. Perfect timing, because it just so happens you're looking to buy a new CPU for your computer. You come across another Linus Tech Tips video, and after watching, you're convinced you should buy the one recommended in his video. So you scroll down and find Linus's affiliate link to that product. Now, for those of you who don't know, when you click an affiliate link and buy something, the influencer who promoted the product earns a commission for referring you to that store. So you add the product to your cart, get to the checkout page, and hello, Honey says they found you 10 coupon codes. Sweet. You click apply discounts and Honey gets to work. But unfortunately, none of the coupon codes worked. Doesn't matter though, because as Honey has promised us for years, that means we know we've got the best deal. So you complete your purchase, you're happy, your new CPU's on the way, Linus is happy, he's getting his commission, everyone's happy, right? Well,
they don't get their commission, it reroutes it so that they don't get the commission, and then Honey gets the commission because I already know what's going on here. They did the old switcheroo, right? I mean, I can already smell this. I already smell this. With this, they rerouted it away from the influencer. They take the fucking commission on it rather than the influencer. Oh, wow. This is a lawsuit you better sell those shares of PayPal right this second. This is a class action lawsuit, Pepe. I know you got PayPal because it had PP in it. That doesn't even sound right when you said it that way. That sounds kind of disgusting. Because Pepe has PP and PayPal has PP. That's the only reason. You did no other research than that. You only bought PayPal because it has PP in it. That's Pepe. I can't even take you seriously right now, Pepe.
Well, let's quickly rewind and see what was happening behind the scenes. You see, after clicking Linus's affiliate link, you'll notice in the URL, there's a tracking tag labeled Short Circuit. That's a reference to one of Linus's YouTube channels. And this tracking tag is how Newegg knows who to pay a commission to. We can also see that this tracking tag has been saved on my browser in the form of a cookie that will expire in 30 days. That way, if we only decide to complete the purchase a few days later, Linus will still be credited the sale. It's kind of like when you're at a department store buying a TV and the salesman who helped you gives you a referral card or a receipt with their name on it, so when you eventually get to the checkout counter, the clerk knows which salesman to award the sale to. You can think of affiliate cookies as a digital version of that. So what happened when we got to the checkout page?
Honey put their hand in the cookie jar and just switched it right up.
Well, once Honey popped up, watch what happened to Linus's affiliate cookie after we clicked apply discounts. You see that? Honey came in.
Oh, man. Elon didn't do that shit. Elon left and sold the business way before. Stop it, Maddie. Elon didn't plan this shit. This was whoever the prior CEO was. The new CEO is Chris somebody or other. Hold on a second. The new CEO is pretty cool dude, I think. CEO of PayPal, he probably did not know about this. Alex Chris, who actually was the CEO of Intuit, and he just came on board last year. So if he knew about this then, oh, he is in some serious doo-doo. But the guy who was before him was the one who probably fucking, I hope it's not Alex Chris. I hope it's not Alex Chris that developed. I would imagine it was not, although he became CEO in September of 2023, so rather recently. He's only been there a year. He better have known about this and then changed this shit during his term. If he did not, he's going to get some serious poop thrown at them. But who was the CEO prior to this guy? Let me check out. Let's hold on a second.
Removed Linus's affiliate cookie and replaced it with their own, claiming credit for the sale and pocketing the commission money for themselves. Yeah. Now, if we quickly go back again, we can see what's causing this to happen. After clicking apply discounts, what you'll notice is that in the top left corner of your browser, Honey discreetly opens a small new tab, which acts like a simulated referral click, as if they were the ones to refer you to the website, even though you're already on the website and at the checkout page.
Dan Schulman, this is the guy who probably knew everything about it. This was the CEO prior, and he was CEO from what year to what year? I think it was like 2014 till now. So he was CEO for about 9 years. Schulman worked at AT&T, CEO of Priceline. I bet this motherfucker was the whole fucking brains behind this whole thing, man. And then he just handed it off to Chris. Fuck, dude, fuck.
Once that page is finished loading and has stuffed PayPal's affiliate cookie, the tab automatically closes, leaving you blissfully unaware.
Yeah, like when did this actually start? I mean, right, we have to start from the very timeline from when Honey started, which was what, 2020? So in 2020, what did I say? His name was Schulman. He was the guy, and maybe it started back there with him. It's not recent, though. Honey was in 2012? Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
That anything ever happened. It's very sneaky. Now, when I first discovered this was happening, I thought, there's no way. Why would all these high-profile influencers be promoting a company that is actively poaching?
We don't know. Maddie's right. We don't know exactly when this started, but we're detectiving. We're Sherlock Holming the shit out of this.
Affiliate commissions. It didn't make any sense. So to make sure I wasn't going crazy, I went on a Honey testing spree, clicking one affiliate link after another, and it kept happening. But even after all those tests, I scoured the internet to see if anyone was talking about this and found nothing.
What's the earliest record of this? Like, what is the actual earliest record of this scamas? I wonder when this was first found and first reported. It must be something pretty recent. I can't believe that it's gone this long like this. What if it's recent? Oh shit, Chris is in some serious trouble. Alex Chris is in some serious trouble if this is recent. I got the feeling this has been happening for years and these fucking influencers had no idea. I bet this started I bet this started way back when. I think this started like in the 2020s, right after the COVID thing, and people were just like, oh man. Whew.
Okay, there was this one debate about it on the Y Combinator forum, but nothing concrete. Besides that, virtually nobody was talking about this, adding fuel to my doubt. So I figured, screw it. I'll reach out to Honey and ask them directly. And sure enough, they came back to me with the following. If Honey is activated and is the last program used while shopping on a site, it is likely Honey will receive credit for the purchase. I was right, and just like that, my investigation into Honey began. Now, some might consider what PayPal's doing here dirty or highly unethical, but personally, I can't see how it's anything short of fraud. I mean, just imagine something like this happening in a real-world scenario. Let's say you're at a department store looking to buy a new TV. A salesman spends time running you through your options. You decide to buy, he gives you his referral card, you get to the checkout, and right as you're about to pay, a sleazy salesman pops up going, "Hey, shall I check if I have any coupon codes for you?" Naturally, you say sure. He snatches your referral card without you ever noticing, looks for coupons, says, "Sorry, no luck this time," but instead of handing back the original referral card, he hands back his own. PayPal didn't refer the customer to the store, they didn't promote any of the products, the salesman did that. PayPal provided absolutely zero value to the customer. Get that?
Wow, look at PayPal Honey relationship here. Look at this dude. This is exactly what I was picturing in my head. Kudos to this animator for accurately portraying here what's going on. Like, this is exactly what's going on. That pee-pee honey. Watch out for that pee-pee. Oh man, it's got them honey tinted glasses, man. Oh,
they were
man.
rewarded for the sale. But because this is all happening online, buried behind clicks and cookies and tracking data, there's little to no.
Drew has one of the best comments ever. Then I totally agree with Drew's kind of speculations here. I think what Drew says, he says, as Markiplier pointed out, there wasn't really a way for them to make money long term, so it was likely there at the start. Let's give him some applause, Drew. You are the motherfucking Columbo of DG360. You see what I'm saying right now, Drew? Are you old enough to understand that reference? You're the motherfucking Columbo. Drew is now, I'm calling Drew Columbo from this point on.
No transparency that this is ever happening. Okay, but what if Honey had found a working coupon code? Would that make it okay for them to claim the commission? Honestly, no, I don't think so. The fact remains that Honey didn't refer the customer to the store, nor did they promote the product. Look, don't get me wrong, I'm a consumer myself. Saving money matters, especially when money's tight. But this scam doesn't just affect wealthy influencers. There are hundreds of thousands of small creators, bloggers, artists who rely on affiliate commissions to support their craft.
Question,
sure,
just
you
one
could
more
argue
question.
that Honey may have convinced the consumer to complete the purchase by providing a discount. But let's be real, if you're already at the checkout with your items in your cart, you already have a high intent to purchase. And again, this would never fly in a real life sales environment. No department store is going to allow a salesman to hang out at the checkout counter, casually handing out coupon codes while simultaneously stealing commissions from the other sales reps. So why are we allowing a corporate giant like PayPal to do it on the internet? Now, believe it or not, this first example I just showed you with Linus is just one of 3 scenarios in which Honey poaches affiliate commissions, and the next scenarios are even worse. But before I show you how bad scenario 2 is, it's important you understand the fundamental system Honey is exploiting. You see, in affiliate marketing, there's this thing called last click attribution, which basically means last click wins. For example, you might click on a shoe blogger's affiliate link for a pair of Nikes, but you don't buy right away. Later, you click on a YouTuber's link for the same shoes and complete the purchase. In this scenario, the YouTuber gets the commission and the blogger gets nothing. There are other models like first click, where the blogger would win the commission, or dynamic click, where the commission is shared. But the industry went with last click because while it's not always the fairest, it's the easiest to implement. Therefore, it became the industry standard. Now, when it's blogger versus YouTuber for a sale, honestly, I'd say last click is usually fair. But when it's anyone versus Honey, there's no real competition. Honey pops up right at the end of your purchasing journey, virtually guaranteeing they'll win that last click. They of course know this and do anything they can to get that last click, even when there's no coupon codes to offer. Which brings us to scenario 2. Honey Gold, which is now called PayPal Rewards. Here's how it works. When you get to the checkout and Honey Gold is available, Honey pops up and is essentially saying, "Hey you, consumer, click this button here so PayPal can claim the commission for the sale, and we'll share a portion of that commission money with you in the form of points. It's basically a lame cashback scheme. And it's genius because if there are no coupons to offer, but the store is participating in Honey Gold, it gives Honey another reason to get that last click. How can YouTubers, bloggers, or any other type of affiliate fairly compete against this type of mechanism? Of course the consumer's gonna click, and of course they're going to win the sale. Now this got me
Holy shit. This is crazy. Look at this. By January 2018, Honey raised a total of $40.8 million in venture backing. Okay, so this was a venture-founded company. Venture capitalists raised $40 million. You had private shareholders. And then Honey basically had that money. On January 6th, 2020, look at this. On January 6th, 2020, during Schulman's reign, it was acquired by PayPal for $4 billion. So I think we're getting a little bit down to the nitty gritty of what's going on here on the timeline. I think when Honey was purchased on January 6th of 2020, right before COVID, right where we started this video talking about this, right when Markiplier suspected that Honey was up to something no good, PayPal decided, how are we going to use Honey to be a cash cow for us? How are we going to track people, their payments, their purchases? And how are we going to employ an app that can continually ring the register and bring in additional revenues for our shareholders? So they buy Honey for $4 billion, and they get revenues on the back end because they're getting people that are clicking Honey for the coupons and taking the revenue away directly. So in 2020, in the reign of Schulman, before Alex Chris, this had to be something that was thought of. I mean, definitely deliberate. This is definitely a deliberate thing. They're literally like, hey, yeah, we're going to steal money from these influencers and we're going to get the money, like the scammy animation was showing us. They buy it for $4 billion. And then from that point on, they're doing it. In June 2022, the company was renamed PayPal Honey. And you know, the interesting thing here is I'm fairly knowledgeable about PayPal and what they're doing. They also partnered with this particular, because, you know, I love finance, by the way. I'm a finance kind of dude. But they also acquired this company called Braintree, which is an application essentially that tracks payments. They probably combined Honey with the Braintree application, and it streamlines the whole process. And Braintree has been around for a couple decades, and yeah, backed by 2 decades of combined payment experiences. I think we're figuring this shit out.
Thinking, how much of their commission are they actually sharing with users? Well, to find out, I decided to put Honey Gold to the test. So I looked for any website where Honey Gold was offered and found it on NordVPN. And no, this is not a sneaky sponsorship. So I signed up for NordVPN's affiliate program, which offers 40% commission on successful referrals. After getting approved into the program,
Thank you,
I received a custom affiliate link for my YouTube channel. Using this link, I made 2 separate purchases. For the first, I activated Honey Gold, and sure enough, you can see my affiliate cookie was replaced with Honey's. And for the second,
So it is still happening. Oh, this is a class action lawsuit of epic proportions. Oh, man. Oh, they're gonna get sued so hard.
didn't activate Honey Gold. As expected, I was awarded a $35 commission for the sale where Honey Gold wasn't activated, and received nothing when Honey Gold was activated. For the first time, I experienced Honey poaching my own affiliate commission. So how much of my stolen $35 commission did PayPal share as cash back with my Honey account, aka the consumer? Brace yourselves. 89 points, which is equivalent to 89 cents USD. That's right, Honey poached a $35 commission for doing nothing and rewarded me a grand total of 89 cents. Thanks, PayPal, you really shouldn't have. No, seriously, you really shouldn't have. Now, on to scenario 3. For you ladies out there,
This is the shit that DoorDash does and Uber drivers does to. This is what DoorDash and Uber does to its drivers. It literally is taking commission from the drivers, and it's insane what these companies are doing. They're skimming from the very people that are. It's the lowest, ugliest thing that you could fucking do. It is corpo at its, like, there's nothing good about corpo, but it is more corpo than corpo. It is the ugliest, slimiest shit that you could ever imagine, dude.
Let's say you're looking for a new outfit. Your favorite influencer tries on something that slays, you click on their affiliate link and get to the checkout. But in this scenario, Honey knows it has nothing to offer. No coupon codes, no Honey Gold, yet it still pops up to announce absolutely nothing. Annoying as fuck. Naturally, you click the got it button to get rid of the annoying dancing coin, and whoa, what's that? PayPal takes the sale.
Whoa, man, they got a big class action lawsuit. This is going to be in the billions upon billions, man.
Why? Because fuck you, Mary, that's your commission. But wait, there's more. My personal favorite is when Honey has nothing to offer, so pops up offering you to check out with PayPal, even though the option is already available at the checkout page. And of course, if you click the checkout button, PayPal poaches the sale.
Whoa. Oh, man. Oh, my God. What were they thinking? It was only a matter of time before they would have found out. This is a huge liability to code this in. Are they fucking stupid? How could they be so arrogant? And this is just theft.
Classy. As I was saying, Honey uses any excuse possible to get that last click from the user. It's absolutely disgusting. I can't even begin to fathom how much money has been lost at the hands of this browser extension. Imagine being the influencers who promoted Honey, telling your audience, who, by the way, are the most likely to use your affiliate links, to download an app that poaches your affiliate sales. It's crazy. Now, to be clear, not every influencer who promoted Honey engages in affiliate marketing, so those who don't are obviously unaffected. But did any of the influencers who are engaging in affiliate marketing ever catch on to what Honey's been doing? Well, it turns out yes, at least one of them did. Linus Tech, who have been promoting Honey since 2017. So here's how I found this out. You see, one day I was browsing Linus's forum to see if anyone had raised a red flag about Honey. And sure enough, back in 2020, someone sounded the alarm, but it was ultimately ignored. However, in 2022, a different user noticed that LMG were no longer promoting Honey and asked the team if they had been dropped as a sponsor, to which one of Linus's employees responded with, "We ended the partnership with Honey due to the way their service interacted with affiliate links. Essentially, if someone clicked on an affiliate link and then they use Honey and search for a deal, Honey will override that tracking link even if they don't find you a deal."
So Linus knew about this in 2022.
That didn't jive with us, so we ended the partnership. Okay, so they had no idea this was happening, and it took them several years to catch on. That's quite telling, because we're talking about a tech-savvy YouTube channel that's run by a very large team. The fact that it took them several years to figure this out, in my opinion, really underscores the deceptive nature with which Honey operates. If Linus and his team didn't know, I can't imagine many other influencers would have known either. Now, I have to say, as a longtime viewer and supporter of Linus's channel, I'm incredibly disappointed they weren't more public with this discovery. I get this specific.
For real. Like, how is this now just becoming public like this? I mean, after Linus should have been the first, like, telling everybody what's going on. Are you kidding me? How could Linus not talk about this? I mean, it seems a little crazy to me, no? Did he get some of that PP money? Did they hush him up? Like, hey, don't tell anybody about this here. Like, what happened? Because PP has more lawyers than Linus? Yeah, dude, like, what happened here? Why did Linus drop the ball? Like, what do we think about this? Let's talk about this for a second. Why did Linus drop the ball on this? Do you think he got a payoff or something to be quiet? Like why would Linus not talk about this? You saw the post in 2022.
Specific issue doesn't directly affect their viewers, but surely they must have realized the wider impact this could be having on the creator community, a community they're a part of. I think that matters. And it's not as though they only promoted Honey.
Dude, if I found that out, and I would be the first to tell all these creators out there, I'd be like, no, you gotta stop this for this reason. I would be the first to shout it out to the mountaintops, man. I mean, it's a huge disservice to everyone. It's theft. They're stealing from all the creators out there. If I found this out and I was a creator, I'd be shouting this from every rooftop I could.
Once or twice. They did approximately 160 sponsored segments, all of which remain live on YouTube. Those videos have
Wow, to this day they're live? They're live right now?
accumulated around 194 million views. According to my data, that makes Linus's company LMG the third largest promoter of Honey on YouTube.
Hold on, let me get out of the way here and see other people in the... You got Mr. Beast, number one, of course, Mr. Beast. H3, Linus Tech Tips, Oversimplified, Matt Stoney, Shane, Backsmith, Game Theorists. This is insanity. This is the craziest story I've ever heard.
So yeah, in my opinion, they should have made more noise about this. But what's truly baffling to me is that after LMG ended their partnership with Honey, they then went ahead and partnered with a company called Karma Now,
This is
a coupon
insanity.
browser extension that literally engages in similar behavior. Now, I did reach out to LMG about this situation, and I'll be honest, their response was not to my satisfaction. They didn't address the majority of my questions, however, they did at least provide some important context about their dealings with Honey. LMG stated that as soon as these issues with Honey were brought to us, we tried to work with them to remedy them. After a few calls, we were informed that they weren't willing to change, so we stopped working with them across all.
Wow, they had the balls to say they were not going to stop stealing. PayPal had the balls to literally, they got caught. After a few calls, they informed the people who called them that they were not willing to change. We are still going to steal.
Channels. So let me get this straight. One of Honey's biggest promoters goes to them and says, hey, can you please stop overriding our affiliate links? And Honey effectively goes, nah, not happening. Assuming I've got that correct, and if true, that just goes to show what little regard Honey has.
We already figured it out, Maddie. You gotta rewind on the VOD. We had a whole deep dive if you missed it.
As not only for content creators, but also their
we think it started January 6th of 2020 when PayPal bought Honey.
partners. Now, as for LMG's less than ideal response, I did press Linus's team to address the rest of my questions, but never heard back from them. But it's time to shift gears, because unfortunately, this scam runs much deeper than stolen affiliate commissions. It's time we talk about how Honey used these influencers to sell you a complete lie. How they sold you a product that was doing the opposite of what they promised. You see, as I was testing Honey across different stores, I was encountering a reoccurring issue.
Oh, wow,
when I reached the checkout page, Honey would claim it couldn't find me any coupon codes. Yet when I searched manually, I found working codes with these. And even when Honey did find me a code, I was often able to find another code of better value. Kind of strange, given their claim that...
Well, thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is now a thing of the past.
Another oddity was that Honey...
Coupons are so stupid. The whole idea of coupons, man, like they just jack up the base price, man. I mean, I worked in retail for over a decade. I know how this shit goes. You know, like if you want the best price, you should just give the best price, period, without the fucking coupon. You know, these coupons, man, what a racket. It's crazy. It raises the prices for everyone else. See these couponers in the grocery store, they got like a whole booklet. I don't blame them. They're fine. They're trying to get all their groceries for like $5, man. You know, but like coupons in themselves are evil. Just the whole idea of coupons are fucking evil. I hate them. I can't stand them, man. I know I'm always paying more because there's a coupon out there for anything and everything that I buy.
It would often only find me Honey branded coupon codes, such as Honey 5 or Honey 10. Why would a store only have Honey branded coupon codes? Kind of weird, right? But the biggest red flag was that when I tried submitting the better coupon codes I'd found, Honey wasn't adding them to their database. So why not? Well, eventually I figured out what was going on. It turns out that one of the key benefits for stores partnering with Honey is that they are given full control over which coupon codes go live on the platform, if any at all. I discovered this while listening to a podcast produced by Honey, which appears to be aimed at attracting new businesses to joining their platform. In this podcast, an employee from the Australian clothing store, Princess Polly, discusses the benefits of partnering with Honey.
What would you say to any brand that is considered working with Honey but hasn't yet?
I would say missing out on converting customers. Like I said before, Gen Z is super discount savvy. You can't ignore the fact that they will hunt for like discount codes and they might find a better deal. With Honey, you can also control the discount code percentage, which means like they will potentially find a higher discount code on the internet. It literally lets you control like the customer journey, convert and control like the discount code percentage as well.
This is insane. She's basically saying Honey is great for businesses because it encourages users not to bother hunting for coupon codes, and it allows businesses to control which coupon codes are shared with consumers. Now, I was able to further verify this on Honey's website, specifically the FAQ page for partners, which clearly states, as a partner, you have control over the content hosted on the Honey platform. So yes, even if Honey knows of a coupon code that offers say 20% off, but a partnering store tells them, hey, only share a 5% off coupon, then that's the only discount Honey will apply to your cart at the checkout page. I mean, holy shit. Honey wasn't finding you the best deals possible. They were intentionally withholding them from you for their own financial gain. This
Why did you guys? Wow, man, this is insanity. This is insanity.
completely invalidates Honey's core value proposition to consumers. For years, they sold you the lie that they would find you every working coupon code on the internet and apply the best one to your cart. But nope, complete and utter lie. They have literally been feeding you coupon codes that were approved by the
This is absolutely criminal. There is no way that PayPal is going to be able to defend themselves on this. This will be a settlement in the proportions of billions of dollars. Like this will be multi-billion. Like I can't imagine this is not going to be a multi-billion class action lawsuit. I don't know how they're going to even defend themselves. This is so intentful. There is so much criminal intent here. I don't know how they're going to go about defending themselves.
partnered stores who are paying them. And can I just say, the double messaging here is hilarious. Because on one hand, Honey has appealed to consumers by promising to find the best deals possible. But on the other hand, they appeal to businesses claiming that Honey helps prevent consumers from finding the best deals. It's absurd. Now, when you think about it, this all makes complete sense. I mean, why would any online business pay Honey for sharing their highest value coupon codes with its 20 million users? That's not an appealing partnership whatsoever. So, to make a partnership more attractive, Honey told businesses, hey, if you partner with us and pay us an affiliate commission, we'll let you control which discount codes are shared on our platform. And we'll tell our consumers we scoured the internet and found them the best deal possible. Everybody wins.
I love the comment from Backspace. He says capitalism was always a scam. Now we just get to read about it. You know, the thing is capitalism isn't the scam. It's the money as the tool is the scam. You know, money actually corrupt. The money itself is corrupt. The fiat currency itself is corrupt when you can continue to like make as much money as you want to pay off the debt that you've spent so that you're actually printing more money to pay off the debt that you just spent. So you're increasing the supply of money. The actual money, the tool that is used to transact with is being corrupted. Then the system itself that is corrupted by the actual tool. Money's just the tool. We're fucking with the tool. That's why Bitcoin and, you know, owning assets, that's why stock prices continue to go up. Like if you look at the long term of the stock market, yeah, there's some crashes and shit, but just look at a long term line of like ever since the gold standard is gone. Ever since that gold standard was gone in what year was it? 71, 72. And Nixon's like, yeah, we're not going to pay you guys our debt in gold anymore. We're America and we're great. We don't need to do that anymore. And the whole world went, what the fuck? You know, like, wait a second. That's why the dollar became the global reserve money for the whole world. Because it was like everybody was stuck on the tit of the American money. you know, because we dropped the gold standard, and everybody's like, well, shit, now we got the dollar. And then comes the petrodollar, and then we like based off the dollar, the value of oil. And it's crazy now because you're seeing the value of the dollar go up even amongst everything that's happening lately. And but you're also seeing the prices of assets. It was very unusual. Like usually when the dollar goes up, everything goes, like stock market goes down when the dollar goes up, asset prices go down when the dollar goes up. But right now, like dollar's going up, stock market's going up, gold's going up, Bitcoin's going up. It's like everything's going up right now. And eventually one of these has to give the direction and say, okay, which one's the liar? Like which one's, you know. But yeah, the money in itself is corrupt. The money is being used incorrectly. The tool was just supposed to be there for transaction, and there's supposed to be a set amount, and it was supposed to have an intrinsic value based upon, you know, the gold. But now that the gold's gone and there's nothing really to set the money to, since the 70s, you can see the price of the actual value of the dollar is nothing. You can't buy the same things with the dollar that you could in the 70s that you can now. You have to use multiple dollars to buy the same thing that you did back in the 70s. That actually has to do directly with the fact that the monetary supply continues to increase. You know, minimum wage isn't matching, right? Minimum wages are not going up with the cost of inflation. Yeah. I don't think capitalism in itself is corrupt if the money wasn't corrupt. You know, Maddie says capitalism is corrupt. I think capitalism like is a great incentive for people with, if it wasn't for the fact that the government fucks with the money, I don't think capitalism is corrupt, because capitalism is actually supposed to give you the supply that demand is basic supply and demand. The incentive is there for people to actually to provide it. When you have people provide that demand, it's much better than if you have a government give you what it thinks you need. The second the government gets involved in that process, they usually always fuck it up. When has the government done anything right? Look at history. Anytime the government gets involved with finances, they always fuck it up, especially in very basic, simple supply-demand based economic principles. You know, they're always fucking up both ends of the spectrum, man. Maddie says it's the same as gold. It's only worth what we think it's worth. That's a great conversation to have. Like, what is money, right? Because if you look at the actual value of gold, only a small percentage of the gold is really valued by its utility, right? Because gold in itself can make jewelry. Gold is in electronics, and then that's a particular value of the gold and how the gold's valued. But then you got this additional value that humans place upon it because gold does not rust, because it's shiny, because for thousands of years we used it to store our value in. Yeah, that's a great comment. Yeah. Zav says, yep, the Great Depression started here and spread throughout the rest of the world. We're exporting inflation throughout the rest of the world. Right. Yeah. Yeah, Zav, absolutely. Capitalism is being ran by corrupted people. Yes, Mad Style. Yes. And they control the money supply. And again, I think directly because the money is corrupt and the money touches everything, because you need the money as a tool to transact with. Therefore, the game is rigged, right? Arcane says the idea of capitalism is corrupt. The idea of commerce is what is not evil. Okay, I get what you're saying, Arcane. That's a great viewpoint. Like the idea of commerce, like what it's supposed to do is make everything cheaper, right? Like it's supposed to make people have the incentive to supply the demand, to give supply to that demand, and then effectively reduce the costs until what it is that they're making are as low as possible. The function of capitalism is to give the people the incentive to do it on their own. The people that compose the country give the private sector the ability to compete against one another on a level playing field, and then profit from their experience, and then to reduce the costs of said thing that they're producing. And if capitalism functioned correctly, the costs of the things that are being manufactured would go down. However, we don't see that because the money is corrupt and the money is always inflated. So therefore, it's borked. Yeah. People corrupt things. Through greed. I mean, you're seeing it right here. Zav says every system, capitalism, communism, etc., gets corrupted without adequate checks and balances, right? Yeah. That's a good comment, Zav. All systems are corrupt because people are corrupt. We're talking about greed. Yeah, philosophy, deep like it. Matt Sal says, as long as people are involved, corruption is always showing its ugly head. Yeah, it's written into our DNA, man. It's why Bitcoin does so good, because you don't need a third party. Why Bitcoin is so successful and people can't wrap their heads around Bitcoin is this, and I'll get off this Bitcoin rant, is it's a code. It's a code. It's not ran by any person. There's no third party involved. No banks have the ability to be the third party and get involved and charge their little fees and their interests. And it's an open ledger for everybody to see. Anybody and everybody can track anybody's transactions, but nobody can get your wealth. Nobody can get your Bitcoin unless they know your 12 seed passcode. And it's a limited, there is a scarce amount of 21 million. And people can say till they're blue in the face that, oh, so what if it's 21 million of nothing? Well, if more and more people believe that it's something, and more people believe that they can store their purchasing power in it, it ends up being something. Because that answers the question, what is money? It's interesting. Good conversations here. I like this. I like the conversations. Retro says, nice watch, by the way, DG. Cool. Thank you. Yeah. This I won playing poker in 2014. I won this in a poker game. I just came fresh from Cleveland. I just came fresh down here from Cleveland. I got my fancy watch. Yeah. The guy didn't have the money, so I was like, you can put the watch down, and then full house. Got it. Love it. He misses it. I wear it around him all the time. He always wants me to put it down on the table too. I'm like, I stopped playing poker years and years ago, bro. Keck says, as someone in accounting and taxes, surprised how the last couple of years are the absolute best companies have had in a decade. Got to keep the peasants down. Dude, you're in that finance world, huh? I love reading these comments. You guys are great. Wrist trophy. Yeah, it's a wrist trophy, Zeb. Anyway, I think we watched enough. I mean, this is blatant. This is theft. I mean, what we're watching here, what's the price of PayPal now? Are you getting nervous? Pepe? Let's see. PayPal share price. Let's look at the stock. Let's see where that. I bet this will affect in some way or form. This will affect this. I mean, I think this will affect the price of the stock, possibly. I don't know. You never know these days. You never know. Not financial advice, but I mean, this is a black eye on PayPal right now. I mean, this is essentially PayPal stealing. This is a story about PayPal stealing. I hope that Alex Chris, the new CEO, cleans this shit up. He's going to have a hell of a time trying to explain this. This is brand new. I mean, this has been happening for a long time, so he should have been very aware of this. But yet now we're just starting to see the fires being lit, and we're starting to see the stories being told, and it's becoming more and more public. And this will not be good for the perception of PayPal. This will not be good.
Not the consumers or the influencers. With this,
and I don't know how they're going to defend this. Like, I have no idea how they would defend this. There's no way in my mind that a lawyer could defend PayPal from this. You're literally seeing source code change. There's no way. Crazy. Should we watch the rest?
Discovery,
Watch the rest.
I decided to do a thorough audit of Honey's advertising campaigns.
You're right.
And yikes, the ads, the sponsorships, everywhere you look, it's lie after lie. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up going down as one of the most aggressive, shameless marketing scams of the century. Just look at this insane list of videos that were sponsored by Honey. According to my data, they sponsored almost 5,000 videos across roughly 1,000 different YouTube channels, racking up an unbelievable...
Wow. Finger says no laws pertain to transaction history. Yeah, but they're taking code from the affiliate and taking them out and inserting their own link in to make the money that the person should have got in the first place. I don't know. That seems highly illegal. Maybe if there's no law for it, laws are going to be made. Whew. Arcane says PayPal defense. So what? What are you gonna do, eh? So what? So we put a link in there, you link and a code and a link and a dabadoo and a gabadabadoo. Oh, so what? Right. Oh, they are literally taking affiliate money, right, Hugh? Right. Do you think it's in the terms of service, like that people would sign off on something like this, that it was okay for them to steal? That's an interesting question. Zav says it's in the contract agreement if you become somebody who's pushing honey. That's crazy, man. What if it was? What if they legit had in black and white, like written in their terms of service that like, we are taking the code that is our affiliate link and substituting it for yours. Like, what if they worded it in a very legal way in the legalese and did this? That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Hey, you got the Gabagoo contracts, eh? You got the Gabagoo contracts? Oh, well, I'm sorry. You didn't read the toss. You didn't read the terms of service. You know what I'm saying? I got the Gabagoo. Yeah, I don't think you can TOS. I don't think you can TOS away laws and rights and protections. I think they're gonna get hit hard with this, Maddie. I really think they're gonna get hit hard with this, for real.
Unbelievable 7.8 billion views. It's crazy. So now that we have a clearer picture of how Honey operates, let's reflect on some of their claims.
Honey will find every working code on the internet and apply the best one to your cart.
If Honey can't find a discount code for you, then you can rest assured there's not a single discount or promo code on the internet.
It's a free browser extension that automatically finds you the best promo codes for anything you purchase online. You literally don't spend money.
Honey searches the known internet for every promo code ever used. This means you always get the best deals without even trying.
What Honey does is take money and they put it in your pocket.
If there is any way to save money on your purchase, they'll find it.
Getting you the lowest prices possible at checkout.
You are always going to get the best deal no matter where you're shopping. Amazon, eBay, Best Buy, doesn't matter. Honey's got your butt covered.
If Honey can't find a code, you
Oh yeah, they do. They slathered it in Honey.
have the best deal.
It really puts into perspective just how shady this company is, doesn't it? Now, believe it or not, the Better Business Bureau launched an inquiry into Honey's advertising claims, but after Honey immediately discontinued the claims for, quote, business reasons, the BBB decided to drop the case. Honestly, at this point in my investigation, I thought I'd seen the worst of it. I thought I understood the full picture of Honey's shady business model. But here's the thing. What I haven't told you is that there were instances where Honey would actually work really well, finding me incredible discounts that seemed almost too good to be true. Now, it wasn't very often, but enough to confuse me. And there were even times when they weren't poaching affiliate commissions by claiming the credit for sales. These inconsistencies bugged me. It didn't add up with everything else I had discovered.
Because the discounts for people's money getting stolen. The discounts that they were giving some people were actually affiliate money that they collected by stealing it from their affiliates, man. And then they offered, hey, we just stole $17 from Linus. We're gonna give you like $5 of that 17 that we stole to you as a discount. Wow, man. I mean, like, come on. Whew, it's like how we started this with Markiplier, man. He was dead on. I mean, I didn't know much about Honey at all, starting from the very beginning of this. Nothing's free.
It was clear I was missing something. Well, once I finally figured out what that was, right, I uncovered an even darker side to PayPal scam.
Oh no, what? It gets crazier? We can't get any crazier than this.
One that targeted an entirely new victim.
No, come on, don't do that.
We started having problems where customers would get in touch via our support saying, oh, hey, I just tried to use this discount, this 60% off coupon, and it doesn't work. I'd be like, dude, that is not your discount. Like, how did you get that? And they'd be like, oh, it just showed up through the Honey extension.
Yeah, it cost us thousands, and I haven't even looked into how far back it went.
At the end of the day, like, you need to make the numbers work, and if Honey is going to steal 10% of your revenue all the time, you're going to have to raise prices at the end of the day, and it's just like a really awful business model. Like, we've been
man, you got the blurred out people in here, man. It's like Minecraft up in this all of a sudden. Like, what's going on? When you get blurred out people in here, you know the shit's getting real.
For so long.
Support touched me in a bad place, man. We gotta follow up on this story. This is insanity. Pepe, you better sell those shares like ASAP, bro. ASAP.